What's going on, people? OG back on the screen. We just back with more NBA 2K23 gems for you guys today. I gotta drop some gems. I see a lot of these tweets because I'm in the 2K community, so it pops up on my feed. So I see a lot of nice things that I like. I would like to respond to this to make some more sense out of this and break certain things down and rationalize some of these things for people so they can start understanding how 2K really plays out, and how it really works. All right, so when we take a look at this, right, Badge Plug says, how many shots should they build with 63-point wide open hit out of 10 if timed perfectly? Let's talk about it. Now let's look in these comment section and see what we said. If timed perfectly, it should go on regardless. Let's talk about how hard it should be to time a perfectly 60. Yes. And that keys in the whole point. Yes, it should always drop. All right, you see people saying 2. Anybody saying any numbers, it's like, yo, that's crazy. I don't understand how y'all can be saying numbers. How? It's like, so think of it like this, okay? If you're saying wide open, right? So let's put it like this. Let's say it's the last shot of the game and he already hit 2 wide open. He shouldn't get that now, and he's wide open in the corner. He's free wide open in the corner. His timing, so all those other mechanisms don't play out into the game, like his badges, timing, if he has a hot spot in that corner. We ain't gonna factor in none of these other details. If he has his meter turned off so he gets an extra boost to that already existing 60, there's already a mathematic system in the game to where if you're getting blocks and steals, whether you're a defender or not with 60, that attribute stat is just going to go up because that's how the mathematics system plays out. When you're getting your takeover and when you're getting hot, your stats that already exist, all the stat attributes are going up. All of them. Every single one. Think about it. And when you think about real life, when a player gets hot, they get hot. They start to do certain things they don't normally do when they not hot. You'll see certain players, if he's been going off, he rarely dunk too much. He go for a dunk. Dame kind of like that player. He going hot all game. Then he takes off with a dunk. Come out nowhere with a dunk. So understand that a player can even think about it like this way. If you're hot, right, in a real game, in real life reality, you're going to start to play defense even more better. You'll be more amped. You'll be, it's a different feeling when you actually really hot in real life. They just have numbers correlating and playing out to this, right? So we see this. They could never have the game to where they're making us. You could always shoot with a 60 if you are wide open and you know how to time. You have your meter off. You got the stats. Somebody throws you a dimer. There's so many factors in the game to why you'll still be able to hit with this. This is even why he said with a 70 you'll still be able to hit as well. You'll be serviceable. But how the game may play out, your players will have to be really playing that out. Like, okay, we want you to wrap around with that 70 and be hitting these shots. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, players are probably going to be able to get in your face. You're going to be scared to shoot with that 70, a meter off, and it's delayed time. And, it's a lot of, I don't know how people can't piece all this up and, just kind of simplify it real quick. So this is something I'll say like this. Don't you know how certain lockdowns was able to shoot back in the day? If you threw them some dimer like that, they wouldn't hit all the time, but they would hit like that. Leave it like that. And remember, there's still boost in the game, so we have to add that too. Like, there's still boost in the game as well. So always remember, when we're actually playing against people are not just letting us shoot wide open. We're not just getting wide open shots all the time. It depends on how we're actually creating space. That's why 2K rewards you and opens up your green window more when you are wide open. That's why they do that. It's like you can't see it happening because they show you something different on the screen, but that's playing out. You're getting a certain grade, a percentage for, okay, he's this wide open, we're letting his window, like, you're getting all that. So this is why his comment, got a lot of likes, most of the time. So you're saying it should make it, but, I didn't even read this one. So you're saying they should make it, but the green window should be smaller the lower your 3-point is, right? Yes, that easy. That's all they have to do, and that's going to make it more skill based. You'll see the players that know how to time it right. They set themselves up, they plant their feet right, get the right green. There y'all go. That solved this whole thing right here. Players that's limited it down to like 3, like what the, that would be weird. That would be like really like some type of cheesy weird system if it was like that. 3 shots to make, 3 shots to miss. So I want to get on to the next big key feature that everybody is not paying attention to right now. You see this jump shot shooting chart? where we actually have the ratings, it's showing you where it says small only. And people are thinking that, oh man, this is 2K again. They going with the same old cycle. I don't think that. I feel like this cycle is about to be a change to where they're really polishing up all the NBA players' gestures. All of them, down to the Dirk shot, the fade, all of that. They polishing it all up so players will really like to use it. Even if you have your own My Player that looks like you, they're still branded. Visual Concepts is still pushing out that narrative of I could go and use Jordan jump shot on 2K and that should really feel like Jordan jump shot, you know. Slow or not, I know people say, damn, how's it gonna play out? Is everybody play? I feel like every player's here shot could be good depending on how you use it. Of course, if you have James Harden, you know how James Harden shoot. James Harden not the player who just gonna come down and dribble in 2K, catch it. He got that slow shot, like that little slow, he get up off the ground, but James Harden creates a lot of space before he shoots. This is what players don't get deep into detail on about players' jump shots and using players' jump shots and how they gonna be using them and yada yada. Jordan, you see how, James Harden, you see how he'll get a space creator move. Oh, space creator somebody, have enough space and then shoot. So I would say, like, if you was running like a James Harden type of shot with that low base, you're gonna have to be shifty and know how to break some ankles and get some snatches, because it is good for when you just want to get off the ground low and get a nice release point. That's why you see his time of impact is high. Right now, we got some nice detailed news here. I want to tell y'all how the builder is changing completely. A lot of people are not seeing it. One, current gen, I feel like is going to, I'm saying this now, this is where I'm starting to say my early details before the trailers come out, and I like to say it a little bit early before it comes out. Current gen, right, is getting, let me make sure I'm on the right screen. Okay, yeah, here we go. Current gen is getting a builder that's similar to 2K22 next gen. Okay? They just said, but they said in words that we're getting a builder that's similar to next gen. That's all they said, similar to next gen. But I could tell the builder is probably going to be like the older system from 2K22 next gen, polished up, changed up a little bit, refined in different ways for current gen. But it's going to have that same type of realistic play. It's going to similar, but it's not going to be like, you know how they do with the games, it'd be a little similar. Current gen probably could still have certain little bugs with it, while next gen is a little bit more polished up. And this year, this is the second year of that little transition with next gen, so I feel like next gen going to be on point. But let's look at this. The highest ball handling requirements will be 92 for Curry, Trey Siggs. Some players were pulled up to 90 also. Dame, Kyrie, and others. Dame, Kyrie, others. You see how they pulling players up? You see how they say they pulling players up? Look at this. Dribble sig requirements are very similar to last year. Still recommend putting your ball handling rating up to 86 if you want everything. 86 if you want everything. Then you see here, Mike Wang changed his mind. I'm telling y'all right now, the moves, listen, you guys want signature dribble packages like Curry to have even higher ball handling requirements. Everybody voted yes. A whole bunch of likes on it. This means that they want the guards just to have the abilities to be guards. You're going to have a guard to be able to do the guard stuff. Point blank, period. You see they pulled other players like Dame and all of them up. So that means right here, for builds like the 6'8", they taking that ability away. You could probably reach an 86 ball handling, but you'll probably be limited to certain crossovers, certain moves, where it's like, cool. You see how they had a whole bunch of moves in here? The Zach LaVines. You'll be limited down to certain things to where it's like, oh, it's cleaner, it's cooler. People think that the glitch builds wasn't a problem, but it goes down to every detail, the little smaller inches and heights, the animation, whether the we have another tweet right here. I'm gonna go to here real. So we're gonna go over to here. This tweet we have where Joe Knows and Laker fan was talking about the glitch builds, and I seen a few little things. I was like, okay, I like what I'm seeing. He's talking about some gems. Now I seen Joe Knows, he hit a gem right here. He said, they don't get gold unpluckable or quick chain or anything. He said a regular 6'7", but a glitch 6'7" does. Not game breaking, but it was noteworthy and allow for some creative and bigger builds for sure. Okay, if someone's gonna sit here and act like that breaks the game, when we've experienced multiple games with literal demigod glitches, animation glitch, tendency glitch. I get what he's saying. Both have a good solid point. What Joe Knows is saying with the glitch builds, with the gold, that's a huge difference. Silver, unpluckable from gold is a huge difference. Especially when you get down into comp. When it gets into the park and stuff like that may not matter. But once it gets down into the competitive aspect in play, it's a huge difference. It's a huge difference to where it's like this. If it's 2 players on a team, right? He's not going to sit there and stay in his humble nature and be like, hey, well, yeah, I'm just run silver still because I just want to be the humble guy. And I'm going to be the point guard to run silver, right? Let's say if that 6'7" had to run the point guard, right? Let's just say analogy-wise. And the other 6'7" gets gold. You already know more turnovers can probably come out of the person running silver against the lockdown with the Hall of Fame. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm telling you, it got deep into detail with the glitch builds. It got deep into detail. It's so much detail. It couldn't even be covered. That's why I feel like they just going to clean out that whole thing. And it's not even going to be here the next year. It's not going to be like that. There's no way. If they do that, then shoot, I don't care. I still will be happy. That's why I tell you, I know how to be on both sides. I'll still be fine. Hey, I'm just going to be on it earlier this time. So if the devs do watch my videos, y'all already know what it is. I will be on it earlier this time because I got to the glitch builds late. But I don't think they're going to be in the game this year again. So you guys seen the 90 requirements, right? This is what I mean by, look at this. This is a 6'5" on the screen, all right? I'm going to do this too. Hold on. Let me see if I can do this. I'm going to do the most I can to like, you see, look at this. I'm doing the most I can to get the craziest without glitching. Look, without glitching the system. 6'5". I'm going down. I went down as low as I could go in wingspan. Mike Wayne said, what's the smallest? 6'5". If not, and he said 6'4", because somebody said on my video that, no, that means 6'4", but he said 6'5". I'll go right here on a 6'5". I see a 6'5" right here can get 90 ball handling. All right? I see it right here. Okay, he can get 90 ball handling. Look, I even go down in the lowest, like I try to go down as low as possible to show you guys. All right? But watch how I'm going to show you there's going to be patches this year. The whole game's going to change. That's how 2K can even just make their whole game look different because glitch builds won't be there. The whole concept won't be there. So many people will be having different balanced builds, having to pick with certain stats and be like, you already see how they say they doing it with the core badges. They're making us have to choose with the badge loadouts, giving us one in each category. That should have told y'all, yo, this game about to be balanced. That should have told y'all from right there. But everybody still want to think like it's going to be something else. But we had that core badge system there. I'm trying to tell y'all that I don't want to say like regular badge. I feel like normal badges. I don't want to say normal badges will be weaker. I feel like they still correlate the same way, but they still could probably touch up on the core system. It's free core spots. I mean, I think I know how. I'm gonna leave it at how I explained it in my video. I feel like it's definitely gonna be a system to where it's like based off the points, and they're gonna make us be playing with points. Like we gonna get good stuff, but they're gonna be making us play with points, right? Gonna get some good stuff, but it's like you gonna have to have different loadouts for different games because different situations you may need this badge instead of that badge. It's gonna be like that type of time. That's how I could put it to the clearest understanding without going too deep, throwing people off. All right, so now look at this. Watch this, man. I'm gonna show y'all. Listen, y'all know what PG is gonna do off the rip. Okay, they're gonna make sure they can play some defense, of course, because they're gonna have to play some defense. I'm gonna make like a kind of reasonable point guard build. Come on now though. Y'all know how they play though. Y'all know how they act. Okay, let me at least give you 85 passing. So let's say if in 2K23, that's what it takes for their bullet passer. You want 90 because you want the curry, you want the animations, right? This is a 6'5". Players are not gonna want 6'5". The comp guards, the cheesy players, the nice guys, because it's so much detail that you guys got to understand that they be needing. They need speed. Once you at 6'5" height, James Harden heights, all James Harden builds that type of size. You got to have a lot of stick skill to know how to move with that, especially playing against lockdowns, bringing up the court. And the ball handle's not the same as like a pure PG if you go down to that smaller point guard size, like a 6'3", around the 6'1". It's way smoother. 6'4", that. that even cap out. 6'4" is like even the lowest. But remember in 17, that's how it used to be. Think of it like that. The 6'3", the 6'4", that's how it used to be in 17. When you go to a 6'5", you start to be a little slower. That was like the shot career. That's what I had, a 6'5" shot career. Y'all remember that? Now look at this, right? Look how when I go, I can max out my speed, because y'all know that's what they're going to care about. Maxing out both of all those stats, the 99 stamina. Look at how now I'm inching now. What do I put up? Okay, let's say, look at this. This is how you're going to know there's going to be hits next year. This is how a glitch build could look like. Let me even be more reasonable. Let me be more reasonable. Let me go down to both 90s here. Let me put 89. Let me put like 80 or something. No, because some of them want 90. Let me put 90, 90. Let me be more reasonable. Like, look how I'm getting hit now. But if I could make a glitch build and alter certain things, there's certain things I could do better, right? To start getting more differences. And that was ultimately the problem. See, now I would have to be reasonable. I'd be like, okay, damn, I gotta be reasonable. I can't go too high and all that. Damn, I really gotta be really reasonable. Now look, boom, I can start doing this now, right? I could take this down and say, damn, I can't go with a super OD still. I can still make sure I'm a cool stealer, right? I'll go like this, 78. Bring my speed down like this. Acceleration, I'll go 85 because I know I can still move, and sometimes I'd be out of control at the super high speed. I can bring this back down to a 90, not be too greedy, you know. I can start putting my driving layup now to where I can have a good driving layup, at least an 80. Go put that close shot up, get there to an 80. You see what I'm saying? This is what people, oh, let me make sure I add some blocks so my build can at least contest. Hopefully I can get challenger on bronze. Let me put some defensive rebounding in there. You know what I mean? This is what players got to start getting to. Okay, now I can put my vertical up a little bit. But this still don't be enough for certain people. You know what I mean? This don't be enough for certain players. They don't know how to take what they have. Okay, the pieces, add boost, add the seasonal quest in the game with the sleeves. Like, it's, yo, I don't know how. Maybe I'm too deep into it, but I don't think so. I think I'm just supplying the gems. But it's so much more of that. The gym rat, how the gym rat adds on and affects. The gym rat still gives the +4. I explained that in many of my videos. You can go search it up. Can't do it in this video now, but many of videos, right? On your physicals. So when we look at this, we see how we still get quick chain. We see how we still get all these badges. We know that a lot of these badges not gonna be in here. Like they said, quick chain not gonna be in here. It's gonna be in killer combos. But you know James Harden gets killer combo, and you can understand that. All right, a 6'5" build will be able to still move and get off and get around. But after that, you starting to really get back into the older days, like how the LeBron builds used to feel, how the 6'7s used to feel. They're going to polish up animations and make those animations new and different. Doesn't mean we're going to go back to old sluggish 6'7s and 6'10s. No, I don't believe that. They're just going to polish up the animations for the bigger players, tone them down, make them more a little bit easier to stick with. Not easier to stick with, how could I put it? You have to have skill if you're using these bigger players and moving around. Y'all know how I will use the 6'10 back in the older 2Ks before they started giving us all these extra abilities to where now our 6'10 got more playmaking badges and stuff like that. And I used to still be able to move with them and look crisp. That type of time. Not saying that we still not going to have the enhanced ability and badges. They just think about them toning it down a little bit more to that lane to where if you have the skill, you're going to be deserving. If you using the 6'10, like if I'm using a KD build 6'10 and I'm using certain animations, if I'm using it in a skillful way and using my adrenaline right and using my speed boost right, I'm going to look crisp out there and clean. You know, it's that type of time. Deserving, rewarding type of time. All right, so our builds are going to be balanced, and then they giving us the core badges. I feel like the core badges is an add-on. It's an extra. We're going to have badge points the same way how you're seeing badge points on my screen right now, 21, 25. We're going to have the same badge points, and then we're going to have a core spot. Just think of us core spot just being above the screen right here, you know, above the playmaking and stuff like that. Think of the core spot being right there, right? And then we get to put badges there. Once we unlock the challenges, it's just like a new thing to the quest. It's just like how when we have to go for gym rat, same thing. We got to go unlock our core badges with the challenges, and then our badges that we have, we're going to need badges to do it. You're not going to, listen, the challenges may be similar to like the Jordan challenges. We're going to need badges to do it. We're going to need our badge points and certain badges to do it. And they say we're going to need certain badges to unlock it on certain tiers. So we're going to need a certain group of certain badges to be able to unlock a certain challenge. You see what I'm saying? And then, boom, a core badge gets placed in the core spot. So the core badges is just like perks in Call of Duty. I keep telling y'all, y'all know how you feel good. Think about in Call of Duty if they took away perks and you just have to use your gun and run around and shoot somebody. And you just have to play like that against somebody, right? Think about how the advantages they're going to have with all the different perks. That's how the core badges are going to play out this year. People's core badges is going to enhance their normal badges that they already have. You see what I'm saying? That's what's going to make your player you in a way. It's just going to stack on top of because remember, you're not going to be too OP with your badge points. Don't think you're going to have all Hall of Fame out throughout your badge points. They cost. Get them on certain tiers, they cost. Right? So it's going to be a number of playing out system the same way. Seasons, the same thing. They probably give us more badge points we can add on to our player. Another quest to make our player even more. They're not taking away that superstar ability. They're trying to learn how to balance all that and give us it at the same time. So always remember that. This is why adrenaline came in. All right. They're not taking that away from us. They're not taking being shifty, being nice, making a nice basketball game, giving us that nice, good feel. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this lets you know how the game is changing. That we see the jump shots. The grading system. I'm telling you, 2K has never went that deep in detail to where height now, you get different jump shot heights. You shooting over somebody, it could be slower because think about when you jumping high, it's something that takes time. So that's why certain players who jump high is slower, right? But there's certain benefits. So that's gonna play out in contest. Somebody asked in the comment section. I'm gonna respond to this in the end of the video. If y'all loyals, say Jordan. All right, comment Jordan. Now, with Jordan's jump shot, he got like that kind of slow pull up. It's not super slow. It's a nice jump shot. It's just in game reality, people would say it's slow, right? But in real reality, it's a good jump shot because he can shoot if you're not contesting him properly. So you see how the game's breaking down and getting into that. That's what it's going to be based off. If he pulled up and you late contesting and he got up high, his shoot hand, his duck hands over your contest hand, and it's like this. Oh yeah, he's getting that shot off. And it's going to depend on what badges he has. His shooting ability. Oh yeah. We see on the fades. I'm doing more touch-up videos. We see on the fades, right? The fades. I feel like they're not even saying that yet. They still being a little bit more secretive on that. I feel like even with the fades, it's going to have new contest systems where it's going to be grades. You're going to see grades on it. Time. Like, yo, that just tells me they got more in deeper detail. If we're seeing right here, matter of fact, let me make this even more clean for people. I feel like, yo, I feel like y'all slept on this little chart. Watch this real quick. We're gonna show this one time and then wrap it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29 jump shots right here. They showed. Graded, right? And this is the new grade system. We seen it. We seen how Michael Jordan jump shot looked different. We seen how James Harden jump shot looks like his jump shot. But it looks a little different if I go on here and show you guys. Why I say his jump shot looks different is from the point he picks it up. Look how they really make him pick it up, like his jump shot, like look, certain jump shots is different. Look when it's on the ground. When his hands is different. So you look, it's a different release. I just noticed that even watching this. It's a different release when he just catches and shoot. But watch the first one when he picks it up off the ground. Like watch how he picks it up from really like right here. Like that's how James Harden's shot is in real life. Like look, oh there it go. Like he picks it up from right here. Boom. And lets it go. Boom. So that's showing y'all release points and all that is different. That's like kind of slow in a sense. So it's like you're going to have to create space with James Harden. Like if you was using a James Harden type of shot. And when I'm saying James Harden type of shot, that's any shot. He's like a C- jump release height. So think about anybody who try to use set shooter. You lower than that, it's probably a D. It's the set shooter's not higher because James Harden's not a set shooter. It's like he still get off a little bit. So think about it. Players really gonna think they be, man, they think they gonna be cheesing. Now watch. Watch when the ball hits the ground and watch where he picks it up from. It's like the ball hits the ground and he picks it up and pulls from right here. Some players can pick it up, pull right here, really get into a faster snatch already. Like, just get into a faster snatch and pull it. Some players pick up and got like a little, James Harden, you could tell he got like that little cranker. It's just like a little slight cranker. Now watch. Watch when that ball hit that ground. Boom. See how he pulled it up? I wish I could slow this down. But look, let me see. See that? See how much more slower it is? Look. Yeah, let me do it like this. Look, dribbling. Watch this. So it's not bad, but it's like with the new contest system, you know that could get punched. Look at it. You know it could get punched. When I just let it play, you know that could get punched. You know for a fact that getting punched. If somebody just shooting like a noob and he just trying to pull it, that's getting punched or contested easily with ease. All right. So understand that they went and touched up all these jump shots. So with the new system, knowing that we have these new grades and it all plays out differently, swings, bigs, smalls only, y'all gotta understand that they're categorizing and breaking it down. The fact that they even using these words, small, swings, bigs and swings, they breaking it down. We need to really understand that. We see how Curry jump shot look different. Stop. Some people just gonna be using Curry jump shot. They may not even play with a custom. Curry jump shot may be good enough for him. That's what I'm saying, like that type of time. But people are still gonna play with customs regardless. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this lets y'all know how the builder is going to be different. It's changing. You see how I can't get a 90. I can't get a 90 ball handling and then a 96.3. You could, but you're going to lack in certain things. We're going back to that type of balance. That's why the core badges is going to be very, very important too, as well to the build. All right, y'all hit that like. It's just an additional thing, but it's going to be important. You know, people going to want those. All right, y'all hit that like, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.